Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus Channel. An aircraft carrier is essentially a massive floating airbase that enables a nation to project its military strength globally without depending on foreign bases. These ships feature long, expansive flight decks that accommodate aircraft takeoffs and landings. The United States Navy operates a fleet of such carriers capable of deploying a mix of aircraft, including fighter jets and helicopters. Their primary mission is to deliver mobile air power wherever it is required, whether in combat, peacekeeping, or humanitarian operations. Carrier deployments can extend for months, involving complex schedules and thousands of crew members working in unison to keep the vessel fully operational. Life aboard centers on maintaining the ship, preparing aircraft for missions, and managing tightly coordinated launches and recoveries on deck. Fully self-sustained, these carriers can operate across vast oceans for extended periods, far beyond the reach of land-based support. The Navy knows sailors need their downtime, even on an aircraft carrier. A swim call in which sailors get to jump into the ocean and go for a quick dip. Not only are these events a break very important as they help to up morale during long deployments, but swim calls are not without their dangers.
Okay, go.
And the one element that always poses potential tragedy is sharks. To maintain the security of swimmers, trained personnel in the ship's crew are posted to do so. Once established, these people can react instantly if something goes wrong because they are ready. Recent example. In August 2020, an incident illustrated the need. A large shark, measuring between 6 and 8 feet in length, emerged from the blue depths off Hawaii near crew members who were in the water while on a swim call aboard Coast Guard cutter Kimball. An announcement on board the vessel quickly directed the 40 closest crew members still in the water to exit immediately, as a safety officer fired shots at what was believed to be either a tiger shark or possibly a great white. Thankfully, the shark swam away unharmed, and no crew members were injured. The incident illustrates how quickly the ocean can turn on you and reinforces the importance of having safety personnel present during swim calls. These rest periods are crucial for the crew in terms of their well-being. However, they need a great deal of attention and vigilance to make sure everyone is safe. Medical emergencies can happen anytime on a Ford-class aircraft carrier, So the ship's medical team stays on high alert, constantly running drills to be ready for anything. From handling minor cuts to severe injuries, these drills ensure they're prepared to act fast, keeping everyone on board safe and healthy during those long stretches at sea. The ship's pharmacy is key to medical readiness, stocked with all the meds the crew might need. The pharmacy team doesn't just dispense pills. They manage supplies and offer advice on treatment options, ensuring sailors get the right care when they need it. Even dental care is covered on the USS Ronald Reagan, where a full dental clinic is ready to handle everything from routine cleanings to emergency extractions. Having a dentist on board means dental issues are taken care of quickly, preventing bigger problems down the line. Of course, the United States military knows how vital the ocean ecosystem is to our planet.
All right, remember, start getting ready.
So while sharks can pose a threat at times, the Navy has taken a number of steps to minimize the impact their operations have on all ocean life. Especially mammals, like dolphins, seals, and whales. This is one of the reasons the military created the Marine Mammal Observing Unit, or MMOU. Among other things, the scientists and researchers assigned to the MMOU attempt to study the impacts of naval training and testing exercises on marine life. During missions and exercises, they will often look for any animals that might be negatively impacted and even recommend the military cease what it's doing until they can determine the situation is safe again. This concern for marine life goes far beyond simply avoiding an ecological catastrophe. Over the years, the MMOU has employed marine mammals, particularly dolphins and sea lions, for a variety of different tasks. Among the most common is detecting underwater objects, such as mines or enemy divers. Useful in both military and security operations, these teams have trained marine mammals to use their keen underwater hearing and natural sonar-like abilities to locate all sorts of hazards. Upon discovering an unfamiliar object, the dolphin or sea lion will affix a marker or flag and then report back to their handlers so they can inspect it further. Sea mines remain one of the biggest hazards boats can encounter. These explosive devices are not only specifically designed to be hidden under the water, but they also cannot distinguish military vessels from civilian boats in any way. Even older mines, many of which were first deployed back in World War II, are capable of causing significant damage to ships, submarines, and other watercraft, not to mention sea life. Unfortunately, many of the older mines still hiding in the lakes and oceans of the world are overgrown and hidden, which makes them even more difficult to detect. However, Dolphins and seals can easily locate underwater anomalies that humans might otherwise miss. Since mines are a hazard to everyone, the Department of Defense in the United States also operates the Navy Marine Mammal Humanitarian Mine Action Organization, HMA. Again, this involves using animals to find and flag potentially dangerous undersea ordnance. For instance, the Mark 7 marine mammal system employs specially trained bottlenose dolphins who travel worldwide, helping civilian and military personnel find threats that might otherwise have remained hidden. When something of note is discovered, the dolphin will hit a special paddle on the boat. Its trainer will then provide it with a marker, which the dolphin will put next to the object so that divers can come back and investigate. Already, these teams have seen immense success working to clear mines in places like Montenegro and Croatia. Despite the critical roles that dolphins can play in the mission to locate unexploded mines and other ordnances from our oceans, they aren't capable of actually removing them. This is still a job that requires human expertise, and it is an extremely dangerous one at that. This is where Task Force 56 comes in. These men and women are part of the 5th Fleet and operate in the Middle East. Among their many duties are explosive ordnance disposal, coastal warfare, expeditionary logistics, and marine mammal protection and intervention. Because of the many different types of jobs required of Task Force 56, these soldiers undergo extensive training both before and during their Middle Eastern deployments. Dive training is a big part of this. In order to support their explosive ordnance disposal technicians, the men and women of the 56 train in various diving scenarios and conditions. Navy divers must also learn about the physics of diving, including pressure, gas laws, and decompression tables. They also study dive-related medical conditions, such as decompression, sickness, and oxygen toxicity. While important, all of this pales in comparison to the actual Task Force 56 mine response training. These generally consist of exercises meant to mimic real-life ordnance disposal scenarios. Which can be performed as a solo team or in conjunction with foreign military members. Task Force 56 and other similar units may be responsible for mine disposal. But most of their time is spent patrolling waters in small, fast-moving boats. These vessels are typically heavily armed and quick enough to respond to virtually any threat in a matter of minutes.
Fire! Fire!
From sharks to mines to boats, very little gets past the watchful eyes of these highly trained naval troops. In the end, life aboard an aircraft carrier is a constant balance between work, training, and vigilance. From maintaining the ship's massive systems to ensuring the safety of every sailor in the water, the crew operates with precision and dedication. The efforts of specialized teams like the Marine Mammal Units and Task Force 56 highlight the diverse and often unseen responsibilities that keep naval operations running smoothly. Together, they showcase how technology, discipline, and teamwork unite to protect both those who serve at sea and the fragile ecosystems beneath them. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.